Welcome to your daily dose of dopamine. I'm Robert Cochran. This is my friend Susan Scarlett. Hi, Susan.
Howdy.
Here, we're really doing 5 minutes. We mean it today. Even though it's backwards, that's 4:50 and counting, so we got to make it count. All right. So, Susan, my friend, one thing that we said, we got our first hello. I don't know if you saw that our friend Ewan from Scotland said
Oh,
hello.
how nice.
And I think it's nice to touch briefly on the fact that our programs here, Yes and Exercise, the improv program, and Day One PD Superheroes program, the narrative program, have an international appeal. And we have that reach already to the UK for sure, and we're trying to expand beyond. How has that been for you as a person with Parkinson's, getting to meet people from across the country, across the world via these programs?
The universality of the experience of those of us who have this diagnosis, it makes a big difference to have those connections with other people and to see how vast it is and how widespread it is. But to have people from another culture whose real culture that they grew up in may be very different in terms of the support they get medically and from the community and everything. We can all learn from each other, so it's been fascinating and a joy. It's really fun to have the people from abroad.
Yeah, it's really a big old yes and I think culturally within the United States too, it's not like, as we well know, we're all one culture, right? We're a melting pot to begin with, and different states, different cities within states. I mean, you're going to hear all sorts of different stories. So I love that diversity, and I think that's a big part of Day One is to really. I think we're going to reach out. We're going to start, reaching the military communities we talked about. We're going to reach out into many underrepresented communities, LGBTQ, as well as many communities of different ethnic backgrounds and different nationalities. We have that universality through yes and through the Parkinson's, number one, but also recognizing everyone's experience with Parkinson's is their own. It's both similar and different.
And I've learned, I actually wrote a note to someone yesterday saying, I'm learning from him. He's just a few steps further down the road than I am. And I'm seeing him still being a fighter and positive, and me learning how to do things from people who I've met through this world.
Well, and this is what's, we talk about the journey. That's why we framed it against, for those who don't know, the hero's journey. That's what Day One PD Superheroes is, Joseph Campbell's work. And the 12 steps of the journey that we talk about, it's not a one-time linear journey. These are interconnected circles. And you put your story against someone else's, and the more times you walk the path, the more different things you see. And as you become, as you have, having gone through the program a couple times now, and you are a mentor, you're seeing from that level. And it changes every time, right?
Just as our disease is changing. And so the opportunity, the need to learn, the requirement to be present with your Parkinson's is really huge. But what's so awesome are the various ways we can get that. And what, you were asking me yesterday about me kind of questioning you all the time. It was how is it that, we can improve, our health can improve. And what I finally realized is it's the quality of life. That's your goal with the ACTS program, to help us with some of those non-motor symptoms that do make it harder sometimes to cope with this. And the improv just is all about kindness and laughter and sharing and fun and learning. And
just letting you know, we got 1 minute. You're doing great. You're doing great. You had to say this great phrase, being present with your Parkinson's. I love that. We got about 45 seconds here. I love that idea. And yes, it fits into everything we're doing. Again, I want to just make sure everybody, you like this, you want more, please go to yesandexercise.com. Write to us if you have questions or things you want us to address. We'd love to talk to you more. That idea of mindfulness, give me a brief thing. Why is it important to be mindful or present with your Parkinson's?
Because it changes on you all the time. You can't assume anything. And the more alert you are and present you are to the truth of what's happening, the better success you'll have with functioning well and living happily.
That's it. It's a day by day. Look at this. We made it this time. We're going to make the countdown. Susan, thanks for being here for your daily dose of dopamine.
Daily dose of dopamine.
Bye.